Warp drive active.
Let's hope for a good stream and good loot. Ah, freaking course. Please 70. Whew, some saving graces. Guess I'll shut my music off, be a little more focused. Overheat, let's begin. Alright, so I know I talked the last couple of streams about this encounter, and we'll get to see this encounter now. Lovely thing about the Stormbringer and its many, I don't say cohorts, but it has an ability to overheat that is second to none. And I'm actually surprised it took heat damage this early on. Usually got to get up a little bit higher to take heat damage, but with the 70% resist, though, it's going to be really handy. So I can get this thing up to 460 DPS, Pyro 4, overheat. I will hold it here for like the next 6 minutes ish. So what I'll do is I'm going to go on the other side of him and try to chase him down to that. Chase him backwards to it. So the goal after this, and because I'm worried I'm going to get a second Overmind, is we will immediately begin repairing the heat damage. So the goal is to do these rooms in 8 minutes or less. The or less is the key. If you take more than 8 minutes in this room in a Stormbringer, you're in a lot of trouble, especially if you've got to do another room with an Overmind in it. It just gets super hard. I'm just trying to chase this guy closer to the bioadaptive. So it's absolutely doable, but it is absolutely difficult. Also, Karen and this Overmind have the same mechanic where they will constantly move away from you. So whatever direction you're directly behind them in, which can get super frustrating when you're trying to chase them somewhere, because if you overshoot a little up, a little down, so you end up having to, if you want to chase them somewhere, go get like a third of the way there and then reapproach, and then just keep finagling it that way. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. That's... Sorry, I get super frustrated with these things sometimes. It's like, you get the hardest room, and then you get like zilch for loot. It's also why I carry a bunch of nanite paste, because I'm gonna need it. So we're actually making pretty good time. Armor is the hardest part to get through an Overmind. The easiest part is actually the structure. The structure just melts, which is really nice. Did some T6 exotics with a Gila, and the Gila just melted this thing. And I'm like, well, this is different. I'm so used to struggling with the Stormbringer. Not struggling per se, but taking for bloody ever. So when it killed it in like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 minutes, it was like, oh, this is different. This is nice. So I let the heat get up to about 80%, and then I'll kill the heat. That way it'll get most of the way through its armor and into its structure. And we'll be hitting it right about that 8-minute mark. And we're actually kind of cruising, so pretty good. So when we hit structure, I want to show you the resist real quick. When we hit structure, the resist profile does not change, except for the EM right here, which helps. So drop this by 70%. So we'll be hitting a lot harder, but it also has significantly less structure. You can already see it's already chipping into it, even though it has armor still. Another fun feature is that its shields will regen, even though you're hitting it. And with that shield to regen, it can get up to like 5% shields. And you're like, and so the shields might tank a hit from regenning, which is vexing. The other problem is until the armor's all gone, it's not hitting as hard as I could. So, right, making really good time. The problem is since we're at 100% heat almost, every time I cycle the gun, it's going to take 2 to 3% damage. So we'll be shutting that off in another 10-ish%. But as you can see, we're almost through an entire magazine, and we're not even at 100%. But it's going to get there really quickly now that we're 100% heat. Every tick is basically going to take damage because the chances of it are astronomically high, 91% now. Fun fact, during the winter event with that booster that reduced overheating was really, really nice because you could just basically sit there, just constantly overheat. It was really, really cool. Hey, Darth Trucker, yeah, feel free to take a chill in here, enjoy. We're just gonna do some abyssals. I'm just chatting through this room because this is a challenging Stormbringer room, and we're gonna hit at that. Yep, we're gonna hit under that 8-minute mark, which is good, and we're gonna do it under 1 clip. So yeah, Darth Trucker, if you have any questions about Eve or what's going on, just feel free to post them in the chat. All right. Let's prepare for the take. 1.5 minutes. Oof. It could be worse. 7 minutes. 7.5-ish minute clear. Really, really good. It still should be ticking down. Okay. Karen, you traitor. So this is the fear. To get a double Overmind Karen. So there's a bit. Oh, nice. So yeah, this is one of the fears when doing abyssals, or at least for electricals, is that you would a double Overmind Karen. So we're almost there. Darth, I have only been playing since 2016, so you very much beat me on that, but I also know Eve is a game you play in fits and starts, and sometimes it can be stressful to, or not stressful, sometimes you just get burnt out. You're like, I like the game, I just don't want to log in. And I think I've gone through about 2 or 3 of those myself, or went and played another game for a while. So here you're going to see using Karen as a lightning rod. I can't overheat because if I do get an Overmind room next, it would be bad for my health. On the good side, once I finish using her as a lightning rod and go pick the loot up, we can finish Karen off and then move on with our lives. Also, Darth, if you're still in there listening, man, I could not imagine playing Eve back in 2006. I have some courtmates who have talked about the game in the olden days, and it sounds brutally punishing compared to what Eve is today. Oh, I love talk about running missions. I like distribution missions. Simple, fun, brain off, get your LP for the day. I've done a few security. Mining is just, Mining just about gives me an aneurysm because it's just so silly. Glorified decayed medium energy. Eh, not all that good, but it's something. I can build it. I wonder what missions do you stream? Are they like L4s? I'm assuming L4s because L5s are combat for me. Can't do the others. Fair enough. Is that fair enough? Because mining and distribution can be mind numbing. I'm imagining they're L4s because L5s are low sec exclusive, and those are. I wouldn't want to stream those because I'd be worried about getting stream snipes since there's only a few systems that are able to be run in. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a speed cloud right. Oh, Karen, don't do that to me. Karen's in a speed cloud. She's going 1200. Holy moly. She must hit the edge of the cloud. Or she's still in it. Oh, she's still in it. Oh, we're about to go to the edge of the map, aren't we? Okay. Okay, not that far. Making good time. As long as I have 8 minutes left on the timer, I can clear just about any room. Alright, let's start aligning downwards. Turn that on. That way we can begin the process since it'll take another 5 hits. Oh, less. Chunking about 10% per hit. There we go. Start the repair process. Okay. Even if I hit another overmind room, I should have enough time. Come on, easy room, no overmind. Oh, okay, well, not per se easy, but this should be easier. Overheat a little. Come on with a run with me, Triggs. We're gonna go to the edge of the map. We should be able to kill most of them here in a second. One more hit. There we go. Come with me to the edge of the map. I have something to show you, kids. I'm going to show you what the outside world looks like. Cue some Disney song. Ouch. Well, hopefully they deserved it. Hopefully you enjoy seeing some Abyssals because I kind of wish Torval was still around streaming. I really enjoyed watching him do Abyssals, and he's the guy who got me into doing them. Okay, who's anchoring me? There he is. Now I can overheat as much as I want. Let's go collect the bioadapted cache. Also, if anyone is watching and wants to have some fun, go into Janus and type, dude. Yeah, that would be a good reason to get banned. If you want to have fun right now and you're doing nothing, go into Janus and type in Cataclystmic electrical filaments. The prices of these things are through the roof. I don't know why. You can't find them in Dodixie. Amar, the prices are elevated. Jita, a couple of days ago, they were almost completely out. The prices are above 70 mil, which I don't have one on me, but they usually hover around 61 mil. Yeah. I would say that you could do. Okay, the way I used EveWiki when I was trying to learn Eve UniWiki. T4, you just need a really good ship. That's it. T5, you need one of the two. You either need a pod or you need perfect skills. T6, you need both. I would say if you have both a good ship and a pod, you can breeze through a bunch of T4s and 5 and learn. T6, for some reason, there's like a step up in difficulty that I've never been able to quite figure out. But it is what it is. Big money. Well, that's not bad. Let me see. That's not a bad run. It says pretty good run. Unstable heavy energy newts. Now, only thing I need for that is the BPC for Gravid. Then we're cooking with fire. It was on one of the streams I uploaded. Probably still see it on Twitch. Uploaded to YouTube. We got an unstable, large cat battery. Gravid, BPC. Just kept going until I ran out of them. Yeah, I'd say that's a good way to do it. The Gila can run just about any one of these, except probably not Firestorm. See, Firestorm's probably the only one I would avoid actively running.
Warp drive active.
Just because running a Firestorm and a Gila just doesn't make much sense to me. Sorry, whenever I watch these, I always want to see the money shots of like, okay, you went into the Abyssal, what'd you get out of it? Good. I'm glad that you had no problems running them. I mean, for the air career missions, you have to run T0s, which is good. Another... When was it? Was it the... It's either the air career missions or... Might have been the old daily system. You had to kill drifters, I think, for one of them, and it was just like finding drifters at one point was just not an easy thing unless you went into the Abyssals.
Warp drive active.
No. I should have refilled. Well, I should have enough. I have to refill Munite paste after this. I'm gonna run another one, and then I'm gonna step out and go grab my go grab a Pepsi from behind me. So I'll be like 5 seconds, grab Pepsi after we run this Abyssal. Yeah, I don't touch anything below T4, even if I'm trying something new, just because I'm used to the naming schemes. And if I want to learn, I start at 4s for myself. But I know if you're just wanting to have some fun, take a break, T2s and 3s are a great place to kind of chill at, because they have a chance to just have some fun and to learn something new without being pressed to like spending hundreds of millions, if not billions of ISK on some new activity. So I mean, T2s, C3s are really kind of the fun, sweet spot. I just want to do this today and have some fun and just jump and do something different. It's really cool. It's a really cool way of that CCP has set these up, so that you don't have to feel pressure to be like the best at this activity. Okay, let me focus on you. this room is probably one of my more favorites because you can just skirt the outside and they usually stay clumped together. And you can do this one pretty quick. I mean, having pyro, having 9% damage is kind of nice too. Oh, yeah. Well, I will also say T2s and 3s, even if you're doing a mission fit ship, like as long as you have an active tank, except in Gamma. Gamma you can do a really, really fun passive tank Tila and just do some really silly things. But yeah, like mission running cruisers should be able to run T2s and 3s, and I can imagine it'd be a lot of fun just to crack one out and say, you know, I'm not gonna fly. Oh no, not this room. I'm not gonna fly out into mission running. I'm just gonna crack some abysses today. Also, it works out really well if you're trying to do your dailies. Oh, yep, there we go. Speed cloud. That's what I wanted. Really? That would be interesting. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. Come on, turn around faster before it really hurts my tank. Can't consume that. Oh boy, come on, go faster. Ooh, that was a no-no. Oh my god. That was that was a. I can't believe I'm streaming this. I'm gonna put it up on a VOD later. That was a. Someone's gonna give me grief about this later. Yeah, that dude way out there is gonna die before we can get back. He should die. Say he will, but whew, talk about the old ticker taking a little. I almost screwed that one up bad. Granted, I have cleared this room really quickly. I don't plan on doing that again. Oh yeah, say alphas can. I know someone did a video once where alphas were doing like T5s or 6s. It was one of those where I looked at it and I'm like, how he did it. I don't know how he did it because it was some gimmicky trick that he was using, and I know alphas can't use like certain pods, which makes that difficult. Can't use certain modules, so it was. If you're doing it in alpha, man, I'd almost like to see a try for you to try to do like high level abyssals in a as like a stream thing of like, hey, I'm gonna do this high level abyssal in a alpha tune stream and see how much money I can make before I die. I don't know. It's a cool idea. Like in my head, it's a cool idea. I know I'm too. I'm not dedicated enough to do it. I, I couldn't stick with it. Let's shut all this stuff off and do some repairs because I am being silly. That's not bad. Yeah. Really, I mean, I want this Isogen 10, so. Hallelujah. A nice, easy room. Do some heating. So this room is like super easy. I just gotta get within range and kill him in like 2 shots. So can we get him? There we go. This is actually, they're going to kill me in my exotic. Because starving Leshaks are just so much fun to work with. Let's bum kiss. I mean, might as well go kill this thing since last room. Let me reflect on the fact that I hit like 5% shield or something. That if it would have cracked shields, I probably would have died. Not this again, not the edge of the map. I don't like these metaplasmids. I just don't feel like they do anything.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I'm gonna go talk up. I'm gonna walk behind me the mini fridge.
Docking request accepted.
Remember that I can't pop my hard shell right now. Seems my bit rate is too high. Average stream bit rate is too high. Well, that's unfortunate. Might have to do some adjusting after this and work on some of the back end
Warp
stuff
drive
again.
active.
But I have most of it figured out. I have never run incursions. It's a one activity I've never done. Thought about it. It also seems like you need a lot of commitment to do that kind of activity. Just because it moves around a lot. And that I've lived in like the same well, not really. I moved out of one of the regions for a while. I've lived in the same area for quite a while. So anytime I move, it's a headache. And incursions almost feel like a nomadic lifestyle. I'm just missing a few of them. Oh, I've never looked at Ebor keys. I'll have to. I've seen some incursions that I've flown through recently, so I've thought about it. Maybe you can tell me, are incursions able to be set up near the trade hubs or inside of them? Like, I assume like you can't have an incursion at Jita. Like, that would be ridiculous. The sooner these guys die, the better. I can't believe that these stupid Vedmax are holding these guys up. Like they're it's these 5 stupid Vedmax. Focus roll and 10 jumps on. Really? Well, I'd assume they would be near trade hubs. I was thinking more along the lines of inside of them. But yeah, that would be good job. That would be mildly annoying to say the very least. Oh no, I need to get moving. I need to try to pull range on these guys now that I have speed. So, for the Vedmax, once you get outside their max range, just like a normal trig ship, they can't hit you, so you can reset their damage. They're spinning up their damage by basically getting outside of a cult range, like 20 kilometers. They are sticking together sweet. They also like to stay within rep range of each other, so they make good lightning rods. Also, for incursions, I'm assuming you just get LP, not ISK, correct? Oh, okay. Now I can kill this guy without worrying about it. Which requires me to actually pay attention for 5 seconds. distracted by my phone.
Anybody answer you in the group yet?
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to ban this guy. Okay, he's banned. At least blocked. How do I ban? Alright, there he goes. He's banned. Sweet. shoot. This is what I get for not paying attention. This is what I get for not paying attention. Let's get rid of these stupid spearfishers before I die. Get my bloody speed back up. My wife distracted me. That guy distracted me. Just kill this dude so I get moving. I don't. I'm still super new. And I've actually found that it, for some reason, is a real issue that there are just lots of bots scraping along right now. What I need to avoid is getting slapped by Karen on the way down to her. Also, this is not helpful. If I wasn't dealing with banning that dude, I wouldn't have been in that much trouble. But I need I'm looking like an amateur because I'm multitasking during an abyssal, which is not the best idea. The only good part is this is a room 3, so if I lose a little time, it's not gonna kill me. The bad thing is, for some reason, my audio is not playing correctly through my desktop. Oh, appreciate it. That'd be awesome. I try to stream once or twice a week. Just it's a fun little hobby I get to do, and I love abyssals. And I know some people have asked me about them in my alliance, so it's a fun way for me to kind of show them what's going on. Because abyssals are a quick way of saying I just want to jump in and have a little fun without worrying about finding content, which for me, I like doing combat sites, so for me it's the difficult part of I gotta spend an hour looking for a site, and then I have to hope at the end I get something, and this is guaranteed. And yeah, you were talking about your kids. All mine are asleep, and my wife was chatting with me about we're getting all the winter stuff put away, so she's just chatting with me about what was going on with that. Maybe we'll get an unstable capital siege module. That would be sweet. Well, please don't tell.
Our module has run out of charges.
Not really run out, but like, there we go. Go and get this Pepsi. Don't even crack it open. Survey says. Survey says 138. Yeah, I like it. Minus 60, call it 61 for the abyssal cost. That's still cool. 70 mil for 15 minutes worth of work. Appreciate it, Darth. Do you have a... Hey, could you link your Discord in chat for me so I can hop in there?
Warp drive active.
What's going on?
Docking request accepted.
Primarily what we wanted, which is Isogen 10. Gotta get ready for those T2 Lashaks. And Darth, if you've been out for a while, or anyone else who might be watching been out for a while, T2 Lashaks, man. They're coming. I have no idea what they're going to be useful for, but they are coming. And oh, give me a second. I dislike this. Here we go. Yeah, I need to fix that account. That is not my normal account. That's the account that Google made for me because I'm stupid. One second. It's not. There it is. Add a server. Join the server. Give the link. Join the server. There we go. I joined it with my actual Discord account. Verify. There we go. Make server. Hop in another abyssal in a second. Getting ahead of myself. Wait, did I? Okay.
Warp drive active.
Good starting room. Let's go up high. We'll probably need to steer that way. Try and and stay out of their range. I'm going to close it a bit, but we'll range it in a second. I'll take a look more at your Discord in a second when I'm not, you know, actively trying not to die and trying to look like a fool on stream. I swear I don't have these difficulties when I'm not streaming. It's like when I played Call of Duty. I swear I was a much better player when no one was looking. There's the bioadaptive. I need to pull a little more range because if they scram me, it's all over except for kicking and screaming. Yeah, even at this distance, those beams are just not friendly. The other part is you have to hold yourself in range because you have tiny little arms. What are you and your buddy setting up? Oh, they just got it. Yeah. Sorry, I've tried to run a Discord once. It wasn't mine. It was another corporation. I tried helping them with it once, and I shook my head. I'm like, no. Get someone else who's actually qualified to do this. It's hi Karen. It's a lot of work to get one set up, especially when you get it set up correctly. Between the different bots that you can bring on board, the different roles and tasks and things they can do. I was kind of the opinion now, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So good luck to you and your buddy. It is a task I do not envy you taking on. Alright. How much time we have left? 15? Okay. So it won't be a record clear, but it's still under 10 minutes probably. And those are always good clears. Fighting a chatbot. Yay. Yeah, I looked at chatbots once for Discord, and the free ones were and the ones you had to pay for, it started off with like, well, you could pay for this and it does very little, or you could pay thousands of dollars and all of a sudden this thing does everything, and you're like, can I get just a free one that does a lot of stuff? And it's like, no. So Godspeed to you with your chatbot, because I tried that once and I didn't end up well. So I hope it's 5 years since I tried it. I hope things have gotten better. Oh, for Twitch? Oh, that should be if it's on Twitch chatbot channel, that should be easier because, yeah, I've seen those chatbots in action. They seem to be pretty intuitive I need to set one of those up, honestly. I need to spend a day working on Twitch. The next thing I'm going to work at on Twitch is my bit rate. I gotta fix that because it goes from being completely fine to unstable, and it's frustrating because I know my internet should be able to handle this, so I don't know if it's a me thing or if it's a settings thing. So that'll be tomorrow night's work. And then after that, probably a chatbot like you're working on. So Godspeed, man. Also, if you try to do a chatbot in Discord, Godspeed to you too, if you haven't had one set up yet. Oh, huh. Congratulations on making affiliate, by the way. But, huh. I thought chatbots, I don't think that would affect a chatbot, but whatever. So we're going to hit the hour timer, which is kind of what I aim for. So I'll probably run one more Abyssal after this, and then I'll call streaming for the night because I want to go do other stuff, but I don't want to dox myself of where I'm going to go do stuff at. You said you used to play Eve a while ago. So what do you play nowadays, Darth? Oh, something was good in that. I get an unstable heavy and it's worth less. Come on, market, make up your mind. I thought bigger was better. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you said you played other games too. Hi guys, I just want to talk to you about your car warranty insurance. Oh, you're good on it? Sweet. Well, if you're good on your insurance, I guess I don't need to talk to you about it. Okay, I'm gonna do what they call a pro gamer move. And I'm gonna switch out. Electro Snipe. So I'm going to shoot that. And then I'm going to shoot all these. And then I'm going to go get the farthest one away. Let my MTU do extra work. Wait. Wait. They're... Where are they at? Are they all... They're all in the same area. Oh, yeah. So the Leshaks really aren't an issue with the Stormbringer. It's actually one of the easiest rooms you can do because you literally fly face first into them and you hit all 10, like you hit 10 guys at a time, like boom, and you hit like, you can get like 2 or 3. So I'm gonna go grab the extraction node because by the time I get to 1, it should finish pulling this in and it'll start on this one, and then I can just do my thing. Because I think this one's the furthest. Oh, of course, it's a speed cloud. Yeah, because I actually need Isogen 10 to keep building the Leshaks we're working on. If you haven't read patch notes, I'm assuming since you're still playing Eve with the T2 Leshaks, they look super sweet. Like the ship holes are like spot on. Leave that tractor unit here. Our grand efforts have totaled up to 203 million. That's pretty good for, we'll call it 10 minutes worth of work, because I was being silly through some of it. We'll go grab us one more abyssal and then call it night.
Warp drive active. Docking request accepted.
$5.94 for an hour. That's not bad. Granted, we have to remember that doesn't include expenses, but all my drugs, my filaments, paste. I feel bad for the third viewer that just joined us because this will be the last filament of the evening. And you missed out on me almost killing myself twice because I'm so good at this game. Ooh, another good room to start us off with. Start going this way. You seem like an eager beaver. We'll let you catch the first shot. Okay, I should dodge all the weapers, scrams. What are we looking at? Of course, it's 50%. Because, you know, CCP, why can't you just leave T6s at 70%? Make my life easier. So let's start singing Journey. Maybe we'll get a really good drop this last room. Don't stop believing. Forever. Gotta keep you at least arm's length away. Let's not let you get any closer. would love for this last run of the Abyssals for the evening to give me my capital unstable mutaplasmid for siege module, but you know, don't have high hopes. Run 2,000 of these bad boys, I just can't seem to get one. I feel like it's the holy grail of Abyssals, is to get that module. Or to get that Metaplasma, I should say. Because then you know whatever you're about to do, you're either going to prick something, or it's going to be absolutely amazing. Pocket 1 clear, pocket 2 is not bad. Good, bad. It's like that meme. Not bad, not bad. Now you, kid. Go start overheating on them. Another small cat battery. I love you, CCP. Thank you so much for thinking of the frigates and destroyers of the world out there that absolutely need that extra little bit of cap. Used with, what are they even used with domination? What does it give you extra? 168 joules. Wow. Wow. That'll do. What? Oh no, there's a speed cloud around here, isn't? I'm glad they're not heading towards it though. That could have been bad. So, fun fact about this room. These guys are slow. Actually, wait, they're in a speed cloud. Oh, they're in a speed cloud right now. No. So, if one of them hits a speed cloud and the rest don't, what you'll end up having happen is they'll get so spread out in the Stormbringer, you can't hit them. So an Overmind room would be preferable to that situation. Because yeah, we're just in speed clouds right now, and it's frustrating because you want them all in the same direction. So I might actually have to move over here so that they'll at least stay grouped, because right now they're just trying to spread out. But as long as I stay to their backs, they'll all move in one direction. So here, I hate these speed clouds. They don't do anything productive for me. Like they just like that. I just bounce that dude off. Great, right at the edge of the map. So let me switch off him since it looks like, yeah, these guys are, the Stormbringer, these guys are frustrating because they're just tanky, and they hit the speed cloud, then they're just frustrating because then you just spend forever trying to get them to wrangle around to where you want them. But it's not a hard room. I would rate this room right up with the Edencom rooms in terms of like difficulty. It's more frustrating than difficult. These guys don't do a ton of damage. It's just if you let them spread apart, then you start doing single DPS instead of hitting all of them. So it should be done in the next 45 seconds. I just realized why they're not dying so quickly. I gimped my damage. There we go. I still had ammo in from the previous room where I was sniping everything. So I'm a genius. Look at me. I'm so good at this game. Well, at least we fixed that and we weren't in an overmind situation, because that would have been difficult. I got more than enough time to do an overmind. No, oh, this is just absolutely beautiful. This is the dream room. This is the stuff that dreams are made of. Um, this is the best room you can get in a Stormbringer. Just period. There's nothing better. Maybe a little shack room, just because you can clear it so quickly. But like this is just pure beauty. Also, it's lovely fortress. Holy moly. But this room, they just stay so close together, just smacking several of them at a time. Okay, okay, that's good. Up here, go collect that since I have plenty of time now. So yeah, these guys stick together. Plate forgers, just super easy to kill because they stack. Everything else, pretty easy. It'd even be even funnier and better. Wow. If there was a pylon in here for a deviant pylon, sorry, so it would damage the drone, so you could just sit next to it and just kind of wave at them. Spare yourself some ammo cost and just wait 2 minutes and they'll all be dead. Alright, let's see how we're going to turn out tonight. Good, Isogen 10, that's what I wanted. So, final tally for the last room, 157 mil. These used to be worth more, but Pochvins dropped their price, since you can get them in Pochvin. But otherwise, it's not a bad last run. I don't know why, and me and another guy who run Abyssals in my corporation were talking about this. Electricals just seem to give you the most money-wise, so if you can run them, but just be careful. The filament prices have been going kind of wacko in Jita, so that being said, you can also get posed. Alright. Let's take my fat happy self home. Look at our spoils from this evening's Abyssals. Call it a night and get it uploaded to YouTube, so posterity can laugh at my failures. Huh. When I watch your stream, probably not tonight because I want to do a couple of things, but when I watch it tomorrow or the next time you stream, I'll drop in and see if I can
Docking
give you a hand
request
at all
accepted.
by just typing commands in. You can always do ITs. I love this IT. My IT department's so funny. Their comment is always, "Have you shut it off and then back on again?" And I usually have to look at them with a dead look in my eyes of, yes, I've done that. Stop asking me silly questions. Alright, so tonight's haul, I think we did 5 Abyssals, I want to say. 752 million. I think that is a raging success. I'm not including these because I don't even know if this is in a contract anywhere. So I'm trying to, oh yeah, it's worth nothing. Okay, I kind of figured you would have tried it for that first because it's a pretty easy fix and it tends to work. So hopefully it can drop 3 of the 5, nice. Fixing it in real time, so congratulations. Isn't that life? He could, you're like, oh, I really don't care about these, and all of a sudden they're fixed, and you're like, could it have been the one that does what I want, like do confetti and all that? I don't know which ones you're working on. I'm just making a joking observation. So I'm gonna call it a night. 750 million for an hour and 16 worth of streaming. I'd call that a pretty good run. So, Darth, hopefully I'll see you whenever and wherever you stream. And have a good night.